up there yet.
Right. My age is what's preventing me from doing that. That's about it.
Wait. Are you telling me you old now? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I'll be 50 here next month.
Oh,
So,
so
it is what it is.
has your AARP card come in the mail yet?
Oh, no, not yet.
All right, AARP, what are you guys doing? Anthony needs his card. I don't know what's going to go. What's going to go now? All right. So, Anthony, I'm sure you've seen like all these rallies that have been going around throughout the country. I know a good friend of mine, Brandon Harris, Freedom Movement USA, has been doing it. Reopen Illinois, they've been doing it. American Revolution 2.0, they've been doing it. Our next guest is an individual who went to a rally in Arizona. Now I believe he used to live here in Chicago, but you know what? I think the cold weather chased him away. So it got a little cold. So he went to a warmer climate and left us all here in Illinois. He calls himself a bootstrap serial entrepreneur. He is CEO to several successful multi-million-dollar companies he founded. He's also a disabled veteran. I love to hear that. Who served overseas in the first Gulf War. Anthony, welcome to Black and White. How are you, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, I'm really excited about this interview. You and we talked on my way in today, and I've been talking to Gianna, your communications person, and I'm just really stoked about what it is you're trying to do. So, explain what is going to happen on Memorial Day near Buckingham Fountain,
yep.
and why is that important?
Yep, I'm here now right in front of Buckingham Fountain, down here at Grand Park, enjoying the fresh air. So we're hosting a Memorial Day rally on Monday, May 25th, noon to 2 p.m. To honor the fallen for freedom. It's Memorial Day. 1.4 million soldiers lost their lives, gave their lives, died. This thing we call America, freedom, and the Constitution. So this is I'm not a member of a political party.
Right.
More of just about being American. I'm a veteran, a disabled vet, now a business owner. I just feel like, this thing, the way this thing went down the last 2 to 3 months, violated the constitutional rights of 333 million Americans. The virus is real for a very small percentage of the population, but if you look back in history, the constitutional rights of people, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, right to assemble, freedom of religion, the right to express grievance to your government, which is all First Amendment, that's what those guys died for. And if we can't, on Memorial Day, if we can't gather and pay tribute to the fallen soldiers, for everything this country stands for, there's a problem. There's a fundamental problem with that. And that's what we're here for. And I think, we came here. I lived here for 10 years. I had a business here.
Okay.
I moved to Arizona. You're right. It got warmer. In the first rally, I'm not really a rally type guy. I just went to film. I do a lot of filming now. And I have an online marketing company. And we went and filmed the Arizona rally. And I was moved because it wasn't just what the news portrays as a lot of right-wing, flag waving, gun toting, but what they did show is a couple thousand everyday American citizens, Democrats, Republicans, nurses, teachers, people with kids, want to bring their kids back to parks, they want to get their kids back to school, they want their jobs, all that kind of stuff. And they were there in Arizona, and I was so moved by it when we filmed it, I decided to produce this documentary called Unconstitutional, and I left my office, because my office kind of runs by itself sometimes. Went on this journey up through the Midwest to capture the stories of actual American citizens that are affected by, what I call the unconstitutional lockdown of America.
How many rallies do you think? Hey, Anthony, how many rallies do you think you've been to?
I've only been to 3.
You've attended 3?
I wasn't an organizer. I wasn't a member. I wasn't waving flags. I was just there to get the stories of people there to see what the stories were.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony, you know what I love? You know what I love about, and I want to make this a point because I think it's an important point. I love what you said. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm not political. I think so many times the news media, when they see rallies like this, they only focus it towards, especially a rally about freedom. They only focus it towards far right or anybody that's on the right side of the aisle, and they never. And your point is this isn't about Republican or Democrat. This is about freedom. This is about reminding people of what those soldiers paid, what price they paid. And I thought that was really key. Can you tune in? You got 40 seconds in this segment. Can you tune into that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it's What I saw was, it's not a party line thing. I'm not, it's affecting look, the Constitution is the fabric of freedom in this country. And quite honestly, until I read the First Amendment again, everybody likes to talk about the constitutional rights. But yeah, if you actually read them, there's a reason the forefathers put that, in writing. Freedom of speech, right to assemble, all that stuff. Because if you ever do disagree with the government, I mean, what happens when the next virus pandemic happens, or the next governing agency comes with a reason? Just like that, a flip of a switch. You can lock everybody up at home, tell them they can't go to work, you can't go out and exercise free speech, right to assemble. I mean, just like that, our constitutional rights were clicked off.
Yeah.
And that can't happen again. And I think that affects every American. It doesn't matter what party you are, what color you are. The civil rights movements in the 60s, on up to the recent LGBT, whatever your deal is, that constitutional right is the fabric of each group organization needs to utilize to be a free American citizen.
Right. Hey, Anthony, when we come back from the break, we're going to delve more into the rally, who's coming to speak, and I want to really get into more about the unconstitutional documentary that you're doing. Hey, you're listening to Black and White on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony. We'll be right back.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
My name is Dr. Roger Bond. I'm a chiropractic physician. I had some health issues starting to crop up on me. I was getting really tired all the time. I couldn't walk up stairs without just panting. I didn't have the energy to keep doing what I was doing. As I took Balance of Nature for several months, I began to notice that it wasn't as bad. I started to feel better. I have energy that I haven't had for a long time. And I base all of that on Balance of Nature. I endorse Balance of Nature because it works. And I share it with my patients in my practice as well.
Experience the Balance of Nature difference for yourself. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code Chicago.
Let's welcome Jeremy Camp.
Hope comes home with I Still Believe. You can download it now at watchsalemmedia.com. From the creators of I Can Only Imagine comes the uplifting true life story of Christian music megastar Jeremy Camp.
I'm supposed to be with her. I can't explain it. I just know that.
Jeremy's hope and faith are put to the test when tragedy strikes.
You're going to be healed.
What if I'm not supposed to be healed?
Don't say that.
I Still Believe is an incredible story of musical stardom, the heights of love, the depths of loss, and the healing power of the human spirit. One love can change your life.
You chose willingly to walk into the fire with her. That's what love is.
Witness the true story of Christian music star Jeremy Camp and his journey of love and loss that looks to prove there is always hope. Starring KJ Appa, Britt Robertson, Gary Sinise, and Shania Twain. Own I Still Believe on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital now from Lionsgate at WatchSalemMedia.com. That's WatchSalemMedia.com.
When trouble shows up, Americans step up. It's exhilarating to see all the silver linings we're experiencing. Neighbors are getting to know one another. Communities supporting small business. Even the dogs of the world are very, very happy. As a reminder, Douglas Automotive remains open and continues to offer complete automotive repair service backed by their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on all parts and labor. There's no better time to get necessary repairs, diagnostic checks, or even new tires and alignment. Just drop off your car and they'll do the rest. Don't want to leave your home? Take advantage of their no-touch concierge service. They'll pick up your car and return it after service, sanitized and ready to go. Douglas Automotive has 3 convenient locations to serve you. Visit douglasautomotive.com for easy online scheduling or call them at 815-356-4040. And thanks for stepping up, America.
Service with integrity. Douglas Automotive.
We now return to Black and White on AM 560, The Answer. Here's John Anthony.
Welcome back to Black and White on AM 560, The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony. My guest co-host today is a good friend, buddy old pal, soon to be retired, soon to receive his AARP card, Anthony Anderson.
Thanks a lot, John.
I'm 6 years away from that, brother, so I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
So if you're just joining us, right before the break, we were talking with Anthony, he started a business called E2. Oh, it's called the E2 Movement. You can find him on Facebook. He's created, along with my good friend Catherine Ballard from Reopen, Illinois. They teamed up together to produce a Memorial Day rally down by the Buckingham Fountain. How did I forget Buckingham Fountain? Who can forget Buckingham Fountain? But I'm looking at this roster of people that you're going to have come speaking. I mean, Eric Wynn, Purple Heart recipient. I'm looking at Catalina Loff, who just ran for Congress here. I'm looking at Darren Bailey, senatorial candidate Mark Curran, Carol Davis. Carol is awesome. Let me tell you, she is like awesome. And Michael Gerber. I mean, that's a pretty huge speaking roster you have there. How'd you go about getting all these people?
Well, I just did a huge conference a couple months ago right before the virus pandemic broke out with Gerber, and then Robert O'Neill, former Navy SEAL, the man who killed Osama bin Laden. This had nothing to do with it. Yeah, then there was this movement. It was a conference for business owners. So I started like Gerber. I asked him to come out and say a few words. Now he's 84 years old, but he's the author of the E-Myth. He's a small business expert, and he has everybody has an angle about how they feel about this. I think everybody's a little different. Mine's not political; it's about the Constitution. There's some politicians on there. A lot of them are Republican. I wish some Democrat politicians, because I have to believe that.
So you're sending a call out to Democrats to come join the show. I mean, come join, and you'll give them a platform.
Absolutely. It's not a party line thing. Meaning everybody should be for the fallen, and everybody should be for the Constitution. Doesn't matter what side of the party line you're on. And we haven't had anybody approach us, except more the Republican type candidates. But I'd love to get some Democrat candidates or politicians to say a few words, whatever that may be. I mean, our documentaries have all sides opinions.
Yeah, and as in the past, the only problem is the Democrats are only for the Constitution when it's convenient for their causes. And so, if this cause right here really crosses party lines, and it really does go to the fact that we're all Americans. This affects us all. So it's in your best interest to take a stance now, because when there are no more Republicans left, what are you going to do? At that point, what are you going to do? Once all the good people are gone, what are you going to do? So at this point, people need to wake up and realize that, hey, listen, this isn't really a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an issue about freedom, freedom for freedom-loving people in this country. Period. No matter where you stand.
True.
Yeah, I would welcome any that would like to come say a few words. I think it's look, we got Stephen Moore. I guess he's an economic advisor.
Oh yeah, Stephen. Yeah,
coming out from the White House.
Yes.
Michael Gerber. We got a pastor. His angle is freedom of religion. People couldn't go to church the last 2-3 months, and now they're opening up churches across the country. So everybody has a different angle of the Constitution. I don't think it's a party line thing. I think it's an American thing.
It is.
And some politicians there. We have some. We have a war vet, combat war vet, local Illinois resident. Who I talked to last night. He's the Bronze Star, Purple Heart. Great, fabulous story. Wounded vet. He said the same thing to me. He asked me last night. He was unsure if he wanted to come. He goes, "I'm not a political person. He's kind of a quiet guy."
Right.
He said, "But I believe in the Constitution. I believe in those soldiers that died for that. And I want to come up and say a few words."
Hey, Anthony.
But he wanted to make sure. He wanted to make sure it wasn't political. So I told him I feel the same way.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony. Let's talk more about the documentary, because I think it's important that people really grasp what you're trying to do. Because to your point, I don't know if anybody has grasped what has happened throughout this whole pandemic. So why is it? What message are you trying to send through that the documentary called Unconstitutional?
Yeah. Well, it goes back to that Arizona rally, because so last year I started a reality show in the contracting industry called Contractor Rescue. We staffed up our videography department, the film department. So I've been moving more into the filming area, which is not my background. Yeah, but I went down there just to film that for fun, the Arizona rally, to see what was going on. Like I said earlier, I was so moved that it was everyday American citizens, and they're all there for the same thing. It was the First Amendment. And, they stormed the Capitol. 2,000 people stormed the Capitol, not in a violent way. They stormed it to they want to go back, get their jobs, open up Arizona, all that. But I was moved that it was such a, it was everyday American citizens. So I decided right there and then to turn that into a documentary. There's a trailer out right now. Certainly welcome to watch it. A 5-minute trailer on the beginning of this journey.
Okay.
And as we went through central, most of Midwest America here, it's the same stories over and over again. And then, we made the final destination here, Chicago. I had a baby boy born here 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
So I was
Congrats.
coming here anyway. I've been here for a couple of weeks.
Hey, Anthony.
And I just thought.
Anthony, so when is the march? When is the rally? Can you give out specifics? Where do people have to sign up for it? Is there a website for it? We have 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's right here, Buckingham Fountain, Grant Park, right across from Lake Michigan, downtown. There's plenty of parking, underground parking, and 2 parking lots located on our event page.
Okay.
Probably a couple thousand people here. We have a lineup of 15 speakers. There's probably going to be a lot of police presence. I already talked to the commander of Cook County Police, but they're there to protect your constitutional rights and maintain safety and order, so it's going to have plenty of security. And I think it'd be a great event to pay tribute to the fallen.
There you go. Anthony Delmedico, thanks so much for calling in to Black and Right. I'm sure there's I have a lot of other reasons I can bring you back on this show. So when everything opens up, you got to come here and sit here in this studio, and we can converse face to face. How about that?
We can talk about business stuff in the future.
All right, Anthony Delmedico from E Squared. Thanks so much for joining us. Hey, you're listening to Black and Right on AM 560 Answer. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bourne.
And I am Danica Bourne.
And we are the owners of South Coast Tax. We wanted to send a prayer out to all of our listeners experiencing illness, financial hardship, and stress during this temporary challenge we are all facing. It is a difficult holy season, but we are in this together with you as our family, and we are united as one. At South Coast Tax, we know God has all of us in His arm, protecting us and always guiding us to where we need to be in life. In Psalms 91, this I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust Him. For He will rescue us from every trap and protect us from every deadly disease. He will cover us with His feathers. He will shelter us with His wings. His faithful promise are our armor and protection.
We will not only survive, but we will thrive and rise up with our Lord's help. God has placed you right where you need to be, and your family at South Coast Tax will be right beside you throughout this journey.
If your business depends on a Sprinter or light-duty diesel, you can't afford to have just anyone care for your major investment and important equipment. From a single vehicle to an entire fleet, depend on the experts at Remke's Garage to fix your Sprinter, Duramax, Cummins, or Power Stroke vehicle. Only go to the experts at Remke's Garage. Remke's doesn't just fix problems, they find solutions. Remke's goal is making sure you never lose $1 of business. That's why owner Joe Remke will customize a maintenance plan specific to your unique vehicle. Remke's Garage specializes in Sprinter and light-duty diesel vehicles. Their commitment to your business is backed with a complimentary maintenance plan and free 2-year warranty on all parts. They'll pick up, deliver, and offer you a loaner vehicle for free. Go to remkesgarage.com to schedule your free maintenance plan consultation. That's REMKES Garage.com. That's Remke's, spelled REMKES Garage.com.
Black and Right continues on AM 560. Once again, here's John Anthony.
Welcome back to Black and Right on AM 560 Answer. I want to sing so bad, but George just told me I can't sing. I'm John Anthony, host of the show. My good friend Anthony Anderson is joining me by phone.
It's non-negotiable.
Okay, all right. I can't wait till Doug come back in. Hey, you know what? I thought, because we got Memorial Day coming up, and from Chicago, you have a great question. Why are we keeping veterans and volunteers from decorating graves? And welcome to Black and Right.
Good afternoon. I enjoyed your interview with Dr. Kobaba last week, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was wondering why the socialism, they want to close the churches. They want to erase everything from our memory, but decorating the graves. I'm glad that somebody took it up in his own heart, and he decided to decorate it on himself. I'm glad that somebody did it.
Hey, Ann, can may I pose a question? You can
sure.
say shut up if you don't want to answer it, but have you ever seen anything like this in all of the years of all the 21 years you've been?
No. That's what I said. We got to taste the socialism, and this election is going to be
21 years. All 21 years of your living, you've never seen anything like this?
No, I've never seen anything like this before. No, I've never seen anything like this before. And I understand it, why they're doing it, but I've never seen this. I never saw socialism before. I never saw communism before. So we got a taste of it. These people, you have to pronounce you have pronouns of this and that, and he, she, then that they do, but they won't decorate the flag. They won't decorate the grades. So
yeah, we had a congresswoman who said that she'll go in and put it on for you. What type of asinine comment is that? Who would even allow this person to say something as stupid as that?
I know that, and. So we got to wear masks. We decorate the graves. The Boy Scouts always decorated the graves at every cemetery. They can't do it this year.
No.
But that's ridiculous. I mean, what are we forgetting? Ourselves, our heritage?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, and
we have to remember the fallen. And
yes.
I wanted to date the unknown soldier.
Amen. And thanks so much for calling Black and Right. Thanks for being a listener. Please continue to listen. Tell everybody you know about the show. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. So, you got a minute. Final thoughts, Anthony?
Well, thanks. I would say thanks, John, for giving me the opportunity to speak with you. It's been good to talk to you again. It's been a while. We need to catch up more later. But it really is exciting to see young people being engaged in the political process. It's good to see that people are being engaged in the process downtown Chicago with all the revolutionary movements that's going on. And this is what people need to know, and people need to see that, hey, listen, we're not just going to stand around and just lay around and accept anything from our government. And so with that being said, hey, listen, keep up the good fight, keep up the engagement, and again, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, you know what, and I didn't even talk about what was really going on down in Springfield today for good reason, because I don't think I could last 10 minutes talking about what's happening, but I will talk about it next year. I mean, next year, next week. I'm definitely going to talk about, no, you ain't black. I'm definitely going to
You ain't black.
I'm definitely going to talk about it next week because I think what's happening down in Springfield is just a travesty. I think more people really need to get engaged. And, you know, you got people who are serving down there saying there's nothing they can do. There is something you can do. You can go and get out there and speak at some of these rallies. You can encourage the people that are putting their lives on the line, go out there and speak. And you can also, when people are saying that these rallies are all about Hitler and all that, you can correct that because everybody knows that that's not what these rallies are about. These rallies are about freedom. These rallies are about liberty. People are tired. People want to be let go. That's the truth. You're listening to Black and Right. I'm getting heated. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. Tune in next week. We're going to have another great show. Hey, never forget, it's okay to be black and right. I'm John Anthony. I want to thank all my guests today. See you next week.
Relief factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. I've come from the doctor's clinic this morning, 28 staples out of my knee, and I am not taking painkillers. Why? Because I don't need to. I'm taking Relief Factor. Yes, it's a triple dose, but it doesn't have any negative side effects, and I am doing just fine, thank you very much. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's